Good afternoon, graduates, guests, and colleagues. On behalf of the faculty of the Department of Computer Science, I welcome you to Chapel Hill, to the campus of the University of North Carolina, and to the Computer Science Department commencement ceremony. I'm Jim Anderson, chair of the department. We're delighted to have you here on this fine Carolina spring day to honor our computer science graduates. And yes, I know it's raining outside, but you know what? Every day in North Carolina is a fine day, particularly this one. And of course, today is also Mother's Day. Thus, I'd like to extend a special welcome to the mothers in the audience. This is a doubly special day. This is a doubly special day for the mothers of our graduates and for those graduates who are mothers themselves. This commencement ceremony marks the end of the department's 60th academic year. We're the second oldest computer science department in the country, and with this graduation, we're now well into our second half century of research and teaching in computer science. But while we are proud of our history and consider ourselves one of the pioneers of our field, we should remember that as a discipline, we're a baby compared to many other departments on this campus. After all, the university's first commencement was held in 1798. To begin this afternoon's event, I'd like to present to you the faculty of the Department of Computer Science. Seated on the stage behind me are some of the faculty who taught your sons and daughters and husbands and wives. Would the faculty please stand and be recognized? The faculty share in your joy at seeing your family members graduate. And the graduation of these students is indeed something to celebrate. Computer science is not an easy major, and the graduates who sit before you today have been put through their paces, but they've persevered and they've made it. Graduates, we computer scientists are obviously adept at calculating things. So, to help put your experience here into perspective, I've calculated some figures of relevance to your time at UNC. Counting downward, here they are. In each case, I'll give you a figure and then tell you what it means. 861, the number of students who took Comp 110 the same semester that you did. 772, the total number of times that all of you were locked out of an office or the building itself, which is still lower than the number of times that faculty members lock themselves out. 412, the number of grade scope submissions you made across all of your comp courses. 156, for the PhD graduates, this is the number of times it crossed your mind that maybe you should just quit on your doctorate. 60, the number of pull requests you made in Comp 423. 37, the number of minutes you spent debugging code when it was just missing a semicolon. 31, the number of ounces of coffee you drank the night before a deadline. 20, the number of attempts it took you to write a binary search routine in Comp 210. 15, the number of times you forgot to bring your laptop charger with you to class. 8, the number of hours you waited in line to climb the bell tower. I heard it was a long wait. 6, the number of hours you spent in a day debugging code in the CSXL. 3, for the graduate students, the number of heartbreaking paper rejections you got before finally getting one accepted. And 2, the number of seconds left on the clock when you hit submit on that paper. All right, this last number is my favorite. 1, the number of times you watched a Hall of Fame rival basketball coach sent into retirement after losing to UNC in the Final Four. I remember the days leading up to that game very well. I was extremely nervous. I was thinking, I'm going to have to leave the country and pretend that this is not happening. But I stayed, and I watched the game. And I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I thought it was a pretty good game. I quite enjoyed it. And, there's something to be said for eternal bragging rights. While I hope that countdown helped you to reminisce and reflect some on your time here, the totality of your experience at UNC is hard to quantify. You've learned about computer science and about life. You've learned how to learn and how to teach each other. I know I speak for the faculty when I say that we're excited to see you go forth and use your Carolina degree to make a mark on the world. But before we send you off, we have some awards to hand out. All right, first up is the John M. Glotzer Award for Excellence as a Teaching Assistant. Dr. Glotzer is a former graduate student in the department who earned his master's degree in computer science. Yes, I said he received a master's degree. He's Dr. Glotzer because he was a very unique student who entered our graduate program as a medical doctor and in fact was a cardiothoracic surgeon. When John graduated, he wanted to give back to the department and realized at the time that we had no award for teaching assistants. Teaching assistants, or TAs as they are more commonly known, are graduate students who tutor students, hold office hours, grade papers, run help sessions, and sometimes give lectures to the class. John created the award, which we now give out in his name. The award goes to the most outstanding teaching assistant as decided by the undergraduate population. The award consists of a cash prize, and the winner's name is engraved on a plaque in the lobby of Sitterson Hall. I now invite our Director of Graduate Studies, Professor Jaslyn Kaur, to join me at the podium as we present the 2025 John M. Glotzer Teaching Assistant Award. This year's winner has been an outstanding TA in Comp 426 Modern Web Programming this semester, playing a key role in helping another student revamp and modernize the course. She played a major role in conceptualizing assignments, rubrics, and solution code, and she contributed critical effort to the creation of the most popular course assignment. She also took over 100 office hours tickets and even mentored students outside of office hours. According to student survey data, Comp 426 was the best taught course this semester, and her contributions were central to that success. She has consistently shown initiative, leadership, and dedication to her students and peers. As an LA, she was also instrumental in helping Professor Chris Jordan launch Comp 423, Fundamentals of Software Engineering. Together with Professor Kaur, I'm excited to announce that the recipient of the John M. Glotzer Award is Jade Keegan. Congratulations, Jade, and thank you for your leadership and dedication. As I said, the teaching assistants are typically graduate students, but they are not the only students helping out in the classroom. Undergraduates also serve as tutors, graders, and classroom assistants, particularly for our introductory programming classes. These undergraduate assistants, called learning assistants or LAs, are just as important as the graduate teaching assistants. LAs, as the name implies, assist in the learning process. They help make large classes seem smaller and more personal. To recognize excellence as a learning assistant, we today give an award to the best LA as selected by students in the introductory programming sequence. In a few moments, we will give a second award to the best LA in our more advanced undergraduate classes. Both awards are given in the name of Dr. Diane Pozefsky. Dr. Pozefsky is a PhD alumna of the department who had a long and distinguished career at IBM, rising to the level of IBM Fellow, the highest technical rank within the corporation. Dr. Pozefsky retired from IBM and then joined the faculty in the department where, in retirement, she taught undergraduates for nearly another 20 years. This award also consists of a cash prize, and the winner's name will also be engraved on the plaque in the lobby of Citizen Hall. This year's recipient has been an LA for Comp 301 for 3 professors, and according to one professor, she was the reason why there was consistency across semesters. She took on more than her fair share of the work to manage the logistical details of a large enrollment course serving more than 500 students each year. In addition, she helped onboard a new professor to all the UNC systems and ensure that everything ran smoothly before there were problems. She handled any task delegated to her promptly with a high standard of quality. She also worked with Computer Science Career Services, and multiple students credited her with helping them land an internship via interview preparation and guidance. For our introductory sequence, I am proud to recognize the recipient of the Diane Pozefsky Learning Assistant Award, Pooja Mathur. As I said, there is a second of these awards. In computer science, particularly in upper-level courses, the complexity of concepts and the depth of knowledge required make learning assistants invaluable. They provide the support and clarity that students need to navigate advanced topics, ensuring that everyone can master the skills essential for progress through the major. This year, the Diane Pozefsky Learning Assistant Award for our upper division courses is proudly awarded to a learning assistant who has been a valuable member of the LA teams in both Comp 423 and Comp 521. In every role, he brings an infectious positivity that makes him a fantastic colleague, along with a strong work ethic that ensures students get the help they need and tasks are reliably completed. In his senior year, he stepped up as the head grading LA for Comp 423, a course serving nearly 200 majors, where he helped coordinate grading efforts across a team of 14. He's a trusted leader, a sharp thinker, and someone his peers consistently look to for guidance and support. I'm proud to announce that the winner of this second Diane Pozefsky Award is Will Zart. Congratulations again, Will and Pooja, and thank you for your commitment to your fellow students. Next, we have the Stephen F. Weiss Award for Outstanding Achievement. Established in 2010, this award honors Professor Emeritus Stephen F. Weiss. Professor Weiss was a faculty member in computer science for over 40 years and served as the chair of the department from 1989 to 2004. Professor Weiss remains our most decorated instructor, perhaps best exemplified by his winning the 2007 Thomas Jefferson Award given by the UNC Office of Faculty Governance. The award we give today in Professor Weiss's name is for outstanding achievement in computer science. The award is given to a student who has demonstrated academic excellence and made significant contributions to the computer science community, and it provides a stipend and recognition in Citizen Hall. Today, we are excited to celebrate and honor a student whose exceptional academic journey and leadership within our department set a standard for all. This student has served as a learning assistant in Comp 210, Comp 290, 301, 423, and 426, where he has been praised for his engagement of fellow students and for his helpfulness, even in the middle of the night. He was tasked with modernizing Comp 426, modern web programming. As I said a bit earlier, Comp 426 was the best reviewed course offered by our department this semester, a rare feat for an undergraduate instructor. He has served as an executive club member for Carolina Analytics and Data Science and Computer Science for Social Good, producing educational videos for the latter. He also helped to develop the CS Experience Labs website and has developed a number of impressive apps on his own time. At this time, it gives me great pride to recognize Weiss Award recipient Ajay Gandacha. Congratulations, Ajay, for all your hard work. Congratulations to all of our student award winners. We'll transition now to a couple of awards that are selected by students and given to faculty members. To begin, I'd like to recognize Jay Kendall, a PhD student in the department who is here today as the president of the Graduate Computer Science Student Association, otherwise known as the CSSA. The CSSA is an entity that represents the interest of the graduate students in the computer science department, participating in the governance of the department and working to build community amongst our graduate students. And each year they present 2 awards to faculty members for excellence in graduate teaching. These awards are based on nominations and a vote of the graduate students. Jade will now present these awards.
As CSSA President, it is my honor to present this year's Excellence in Teaching Awards. For our first Excellence in Teaching Award recipient, I have found this person's leadership, enthusiasm, and passion uplifting and inspiring. Students said this professor goes above and beyond and puts so much care into their courses and stands out amongst the instructors in the department. One student remarks on the personal attention that was given, as this professor was amazing throughout the entire semester, helping make sure I understand how to relate the course material to what I am doing in my research. I am delighted to present this Excellence in Teaching Award to Professor Donald Porter. Thank you. This next CSSA Excellence in Teaching Award is particularly special for me to present, as she is my advisor, and it was her welcoming and warm energy that drew me to UNC Chapel Hill. Students described this professor as very friendly, welcoming, and creates an open classroom environment that was both informative and fun. She has a very kind and very clear teaching style, and has really gone out of their way to help compassionately mentor PhD students and to try to improve the process for everyone. It is my pleasure to present this Excellence in Teaching Award to Professor Danielle Albers-Safer. Unfortunately, Professor Safer is unable to join us today. I would like to invite up another professor to accept the award on her behalf, Professor Daniel Safer. Thank you.
Teaching is the most important thing we do. Congratulations to Danielle and Don, and thank you both for your great efforts. I now have the privilege of presenting the Computer Science Undergraduate Faculty Award. This award celebrates excellence in undergraduate teaching as selected by undergraduate students from the class of 2025. This award is a cornerstone of our department's tradition, celebrating faculty members who have profoundly influenced our undergraduate community. It's about more than teaching. It's about creating an environment where students thrive through innovation, support, and collaboration. Before I announce the name of this year's winner, I would like to read some excerpts from the nomination letters he received. Speaking from both student and LA perspectives, it has been clear to me how he is constantly looking for ways to improve his teaching methods so that students leave the course with a better understanding of the practices. He makes himself accessible to students in such a variety of ways that it is almost impossible not to engage with him in some capacity outside of the classroom. His work in and out of the classroom has made him a well-known name to every CS student and even non-majors. His pilot course offering manages to teach an extremely interdisciplinary and ever-changing skill set, software engineering, in a way that is genuinely fun, while repeatedly emphasizing the importance of self-learning, collaboration, reading the documentation, and staying humble. The course focuses not just on the technical demands, but on the mindset required to be a computer scientist. The soft skills needed to collaborate and manage a project, good practices to make future learning and debugging easier, and how to keep up momentum and engagement when teaching things to people. This stays with students their entire career, as it never goes out of date, even as technologies do. He has also been the mind and driving force behind the CSXL, a hub that has fostered community within the major and priceless opportunities for all students to access the technology necessary for being successful in the major. His passion for teaching, commitment to student success, and ability to bridge the gap between academia and industry make him truly deserving of this recognition. This year, we are proud to honor Professor of the Practice, Chris Jordan. Thank you for all you do. Congratulations. You're the man. Congratulations, Chris, and thank you for your work across introductory programming and software engineering classes and establishing and growing the CS Experience Labs. Before presenting our graduates, the class of 2025 has elected one of their members to speak to us today and to share a few thoughts about her time at Carolina. At this time, I'd like to invite Kayla Casey to the stage. While she makes her way up, I'll tell you that Kayla is graduating with distinction with dual degrees in computer science and statistics and analytics. Her experiences include internships at MetLife and Apple, teaching an introductory computer science course at Hillside High School, TAing for multiple courses, and staying active in organizations such as RHA Community Government, Carolina Cancer Association, and Women in Cybersecurity. She also served as lead student ambassador for the computer science department, where she advocated for a more positive and inclusive experience for students. This fall, she will stay with us to begin her PhD at UNC, focusing on applied cryptography. Please join me in welcoming Kayla Casey.
Thank you, Professor Anderson, for that lovely introduction. Graduates, faculty, families, and friends, good morning. It is an honor to stand before you today to celebrate this incredible achievement. I appreciate those accomplishments being showcased for me because that is not what I'm going to be talking about in this speech today. In fact, I want to talk about something that's far more relatable to us computer scientists. I'm going to talk about rejection. And I'm going to argue that rejection is not failure, but rather a path to success. Let me start by asking you all a question, and I want you to be honest with me. How many times were you rejected over these last 4 years? Or rather, when was the last time that you were rejected? I'll start first since I have the mic. I was rejected from a work opportunity a few days ago. A few months ago, I was rejected from numerous grad schools before finding my home here. And I don't even want to begin to mention the amount of times I was turned down from jobs, clubs, scholarships. If you can name it, I've been rejected from it. You see, rejection has not been some occasional visitor in my life. It has been a regular. But here's the irony. I wasn't chosen to give this speech because I've been rejected so many times, at least I hope not. I was chosen because by most outward appearances, I've succeeded. But what most people never see is how often success is built directly on top of rejection, and rejection hurts. Now, I was also told I can't curse in this speech, so I'm just going to say it again. Rejection hurts. You see, we live in a world that celebrates wins and highlight reels, but it's in the moments when things fall apart, and when you feel like you're not enough, and you start to ask yourself if you're cut out for this, that your character is formed. It's really a gift to be destroyed because you've invited a new opportunity to rebuild yourself. As computer scientists, we are uniquely prepared for this failure. We spend our lives writing code that fails until it doesn't. We get rejected by the compiler, by a runtime, and nowadays by a recruiter most often, and still we come back. This field doesn't just teach us how to build systems, it teaches us how to be resilient. There's a quote I love, and it goes like this: "The difference between ice and water is just 1 degree." So I'm going to ask you all a new question. What if you're just 1 degree away? What if you're one change, one opportunity, one rejection away from everything falling into place? But I want to be real with you all. We are entering a world that is uncertain, and this job market right now is tough, to say the least. But there has never been a better time to take a risk, to take the next step, to bet on yourself. Because I mean, seriously, it would be a lot scarier to be standing in this exact same place a year later. So what I want you all to know is that you don't have to have it all figured out right now. And when you're afraid to take the next step, or you've fallen into a pit of failure and shame, I want you to remember that fear is a mile wide and an inch deep. So I urge you all, keep sending those applications, keep learning new skills, taking new risks. Fall in love with this process of failing, and I promise you, if you're anything like me, the results are going to chase. You know, people who are most successful are not so because they've had the least failures. It's because they've stayed in the game long enough to hit their stride. So if you've made it this far, and I'd like to point out that we all have, then you've already proven your ability to pull yourself out of a hole. You've made it through every hard moment, every sleepless night, every self-doubt. So don't ever question your ability to save yourself. You have already done it. The last thing I want to say is that you don't get to be up here without standing on the shoulders of a mountain of people. So I quickly want to give thanks to my mountain of people supporting me today. To the staff and faculty who have taught me countless lessons, I thank you for your patience and for reigniting my love of learning and giving. To the students seated in front of me, I thank you for walking this path with me and for bringing me the most joy and acceptance these past 4 years. And to my family and friends who have supported me through both my failures and my successes and still love me all the same, I cannot thank you enough. And to my mom, this speech is a part of your Mother's Day gift. I hope it beats brunch. Computer scientists of the class of 2025, keep showing up. Keep failing forward, because who knows? You might just be 1 degree away. Thank you.
Thank you, Kayla. What a great speech. Well done. All right, yeah. And now, for the main event, the recognition of our graduates. Congratulations, you've made it, and you didn't take the easy path. Computer science is one of the most challenging majors in the College of Arts and Sciences. And you've not only survived, you've excelled. And the world has recognized this. Your journey will take you across the country and across many fields. Congratulations to all of you. It's truly an honor for me to present these degrees. We will begin with our bachelor's graduates. The department confers 2 bachelor's degrees, a Bachelor of Science and a Bachelor of Arts. The Bachelor of Science was the original computer science undergraduate degree, and it is a specialized degree for traditional computing fields. Most of the undergraduate degree earners in the department obtain a Bachelor of Science. The Bachelor of Arts, in contrast, requires fewer courses from the domain of computer science, and many students pursuing a BA combine it with a second major or multiple minors, or simply use it as an opportunity to combine a computer science degree with coursework in another discipline. This is becoming increasingly relevant as computer science is now influencing all fields, from medicine to law to the humanities. We'll begin with the Bachelor of Science graduates. Since commencement last year, we have awarded 303 Bachelors of Science degrees. Would the first row of Bachelor of Science recipients please come to the stage? As the students come to the stage, you will notice a large number of graduates wearing different cords or stoles around their necks. The cords represent an honor that the student has earned, and the stoles represent organizations with whom the student affiliates. For example, gold cords are worn by students graduating with honors or highest honors. These are students who have maintained at least a 3.3 GPA and spent a year doing research and writing an honors thesis. Red, white, and blue cords are military honor cords worn by veterans, active military, and those who will be commissioned upon graduation. Buckley Public Service Scholars wear Carolina blue and white cords. These scholars have maintained a 3.0 GPA and have contributed at least 300 service hours while at UNC. Professor Daniel Safer will call each graduate's name. As he calls your name, please come forward to receive your certificate. But first, as he's making his way up to the second podium, a note to family members and friends in the audience. We will announce the graduates in the order that they are seated rather than alphabetically. Please watch for your graduate in line to prepare for them crossing the stage.
Akhil Kumar. Pranav Kalem. Anir Ud Surya. Prakash Doki. Rithvik Sri Kni Vas. Ryan Lultz. Simon Tang. Christopher Vesquez. Blake Hardy. Vincent Zoe. Vishal Freniti. Ns Arolu. Afula Simon Babarid. Jordan Harrison. Kenneth Roberts. Embry Morton. Pooja Mathur. Grayson Clark. Catherine Huang. Jaying Lee. Tirtha Panumacha. Tinan Ju. Long Huang. Tyler Roth. Mark Mayo, Jr. Ananyan Garg. Kendapudi. Haley Pierce. Reese Milhone. Cohen Powell. Alexander Yoshida. Sujay Sudarsan. Kyle Laser. Jane Shing. Nirmal Rajendran. Vitor Insera. Do-hyun Kim. Shu Cheng Bernie Chen. Kenichuku Ochuba. Xiaohan Sunny Wang. Lucas Siegel. Kiara Sabato. Ana Isabel Lopez Murillo. Ethan Bird. Baden Vester. Nicholas Boyer. Alexander Anatolievich Miroshinacho. Vignesh Sriram. James Carey Jessup. Jacob Moreno. Ishmael Percy. Alfonso Dixon III. Caroline Cunningham. Kate Ma. Gabrielle Schell. Jade Keegan. Audrey Diana Tony. William Dietrich Zart III. Andrew Lockard. Stephen Teo. Tyler Yang. Audrey Zhou. Lixin Yang. Grace Koo. AJ Gandea. Ethan Crook. Martine Gaspar. Noah Kikuchi Masuki Smith. Ben Goulet. Kayla Casey. Tyler Smith. Connor Goodwin. Sarah Arifi. Hope Fable. Nicholas Mountain. Rada Fu. Susanna Moran. Nicole Arwood. Lucas Jorgensen. Thomas Carrero. Connor Hall. Anush Madalar. Ishwin Lin. Sunthashini Prime Shunjar. Kimberly Brown. Maria Thomas. Nora Binney. Eugene Min. Santos Lopez Lucas. Thomas Huoa. Bhargav Vaduri. Daniel Shia. Walid 8 Amru. Ryan Bowers. Arul Gundam. Dhruv Kashul. Kishan Patel. Bailey Van Wormer. Pranay Rana. Arun Somasundaram. Aditya Krishna. Anish Kompella. Vikram Iyengar. Justin Indla. Jung-eun Un. Aruv Mehta. Rashik Azad. Ashley Price. Kiran Amin. Kunj Patel. Sam Gilmore. Caden Alford. Shashank Vugna. Satvik Kaza. Neil Aroni. Pranav Tippa. Sia Yulakar. Anusha Gondi. Tanvi Palipakia. Arya Rao. Trinity Ikurthi. Sarayu Yanumala. Jake Rogers. Tianjun Ma. Yishao Chen. Danny Wang. Shihang Gui. Yutong Wu. Pan Liu. Zachi Chung. Xinyu Liu. Feiheng He. Yibo Wang. Kevin Lance. Shreya Gundam. Aditi Jaduv. Jean Cheng. Madhudhimitha Gopinatha. Katie Sugg. Bhargavi Chini. Arjav Jain. Yuvraj Jain. Rohan Kayashyap. David Foss. Vinshan Sakyanan. Anya Vurakis. Maria Del Pilar Chia Crispe. Elena Jiang. Amy Shu. Benjamin Hadeb. Tristi Sharma. Atharva Visput. Guru Balamaruga. Aknazar Janibuk. Kensho Pilki. Jondath Karamavaraki. Travis Pendry. Alondra Analahid Bonaiaya. Kevin Gomez Garcia. Manav Kutare. Joshua Grosser. Jacob Fessler. Noah Weaver. Naya O'Brien. Gia Jolly. Varun Murlidur. Samira Paduturi. Pallavi Sastry. Darshini Raman. Kobe Thompson. Nathan Cree. Martha Grace Elizabeth Jackson. Mira Mohan. Bryn Delani. Kiernan Duffy Almond. Mackenzie Perry. David Williams. Emily Liggins. Alec Nip. Charles Arleth. Sebastian Zagler. William Scuria. Joseph Sockleben. Alexander Georgiev. James Walker. Jacob Brown. Jack Gung. Brian Reed. Daniel Zhang. Varun Devi. Albert He. Somya Muhuvandi. Chloe Carroll. Michael Pierce Ross. Nathan Feldmeyer. Reef Dunker. Zain Khan. Din Dang. Kenneth Fisher. Aiden Franklin. Pleasant Bollinger. Matthew Van Dosen. Ziheng Wang. Ying Hu. Ria Modak. Vivek Lagandar. Vaibhav Bhaskar. Chris O'Dondi. Yanni Achi. Samba Gumdiga. Harry Ongechi. Tucker Irwin. Rikhil Fellner. Mason Boyles. Thayer Hicks. Jeff Zhou. Bryson Hogshead. Mary Carolyn Kane. Benjamin Eldridge. Ashley Pearson. Matthew Futch. Mustafa Al-Jumaili. Chloe G. Dennison Killich. Ali Jawad. Mustafa Edris. Annie Vangan Vo. Leon Tran. Justin Rafael Rivera. Michael Diaz. Miles Murphy. Calvin Corbois. Hugh Toomey. Maddie D. Yuen Ma. Thomas Kung. Sarah Hallman. Caleb White. Michelle Jiang. Jinkyu Lee. Christina Yi.
All right, next we'll recognize the Bachelor of Arts candidates. Would the first row of Bachelor of Arts recipients please come to the stage? This year we awarded a total of 117 Bachelor of Arts degrees. A Bachelor of Arts degree allows for complementary study in other fields, and nearly half of our bachelor's degree graduates today are receiving dual degrees in other programs, a rarity among computer science programs that makes Carolina truly unique.
Jacob Gogol. Reese Gillum. Artie Bagley. Isaac Tran. Sai Sana. Nabil Rahman. Zed Kamdar. Jacob Blizzard. Jaden Juarez. Paul Signorelli. Alexander Makalicki. Karthik Kanuru. Sana Dulvi. Utika Agarwal. Adit Mehta. Hamza Ishaq. Sana Goyal. Sia Joseph. James Conley. Bennett Mangum. Emmeline Foster. Haley Parnell. Lily and Suling. Arnav Tucker. Evan Menendez. Chastity Davis. Andrew Chin. Giovanna Chen. Nadine Hughes. Summer Lillard. Madeline Drummonds. Andre Rosadro. Evan Den. Prithvi Adia. Trin Michelle Q. Advika Ganesh. Osu Kwan. Chris O. Davis Brown. Manuel Felipe Montalvo Garcia. Serene Lama. Amelia Spell. Lily Za. Annie Pai. Jonathan Zhao. Robert Whitman. Nahom Yared. Nathan Collette. Sanyukta Limsal. Margot Bolin. Lauren Ferlito. Lauren Feldman. Rosie Aneem. Dika Manet. Chloe Lynn. Noah Hulse. Jaime Marban. Keon Marcus. Samuel Osei. Daisy Azagba. Mardan Usmarov. Stephen Kai. Madison Roberts. Claire Lilly. Farouk Charkus. Nofal Muhammad. David Sprague. Lily Sue. Austin Wen. Kim Wynn. Adela Zhang. Nathan Flincham. Grace Sosa. Christian Sodano. Mungwen Zhou. Eldar Utyoshev. Amaran Mohan Kadir.
Come on now. I'd next like to recognize our undergraduate minors. This program enables students majoring in another field to combine computer science with their major. This year, 20 students minored in computer science. Typically, these students attend their primary department's graduation, so understandably, many are not with us here today. I was told exactly one of them is.
Huyen Yu.
Okay, next we'll present our postgraduate degrees, starting with our Master of Science in Computer Science. Would the Master of Science graduates please come to the stage? This year, we awarded 40 master's degrees. Many of our master's earners are working toward a PhD and will wait to attend commencement after they've defended their dissertation. Professor Jesslyn Kaur, our Director of Graduate Studies, will call your names. As your name is called, please come forward and receive your certificate.
Annie Wong. Bang Gong. Noah Fram. Samuel Robert Shai V. Nihar Vaidya. Maximilian Nabokov. Ryan Schmelzley. Saurav Rajpande. Tuna Wu. Hu Guo. Jonathan Liang. Mason Laney. Titus Spielvogel. Kaushik Sridhar. Niaz Shakil. Andrew Lahar. Max Christman. Noah Brown. Sophie Jiang. Aisha Siddiqa. Soumitri Chattopadhyay.
And now for our Doctor of Philosophy graduates. This year, 28 PhDs were awarded. The PhD program is not tied to the academic calendar, so students finish their PhD and leave at various times of the year. We recognized all of them during our hooding ceremony yesterday, but some of them chose to come here to also participate in the wider department ceremony, which we appreciate. As your name is called, please come forward and receive your certificate.
Joshua John Bakita. Kaki Ryan. Dongju Zhao.
To all of our PhD graduates, congratulations and welcome to the ancient and universal company of scholars. All right, this concludes our computer science graduation ceremony. Before we wrap up, I would like to thank some of the department staff for all that they've done to make this ceremony possible. Thanks to department staff members Aaron Lane, Rosario Vila, Brett Piper, Stephanie Johnson, Ashley Centeno, Rafael Zaldivar, and Denise Kinney. I'm an honest guy, so I'd like to also acknowledge a person named Michael Sineski, from whom I borrowed the idea of giving you that countdown of figures earlier. Kaki Ryan, Sherry Wong, Shrishti Sharma, and Sarah Haddix helped in calculating some of those figures, and I assure you they were calculated with extraordinary precision. Once again, to all of our graduates, congratulations and best wishes for the future. We wish you all the best. Please keep in touch. While many of you will be leaving, you will forever remain a graduate of this institution with a special connection to this department. We look forward to hearing about all of your successes and adventures as you make your way into the world. Come visit us anytime and tell us what you've been doing. And if you can't visit in person, you can always visit us on the web or social media for the latest news. To the families of our graduates, thank you for attending. And again, congratulations to you on your family member making it to this day. It's a great day to be a Tar Heel.